Hi guys, welcome. Peter here from Art of Physio. And today we're going to talk about spine extension. Yeah, because of our sedentary lifestyle these days, we spend too much time sitting in a more rounded position. Yeah, so our upper backs are rounded, and that can actually create a lot of issues for your shoulders, for your hips, for your scapula, for your breathing, for your overall energy levels, for your confidence. There are a lot of links and a lot of connections between how you feel and how able your spine is to extend. So in this exercise, you need an eraser or a pen, whichever you prefer. And we're really going to see if we can isolate all those different parts of your upper back in order to create a more upright position, more awareness for the upright position, and allowing our scapula and shoulder to move more freely because they need an extended spine. Yeah. So let's get into it. So you need a mat and an eraser, and you're going to put the eraser on the floor, and I'm going to lie on top of it. So I'm going to target this spot here, and that corresponds with this part of my back. And when I start laying on it, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to feel, hey, can I feel that eraser? And an eraser is a little bit softer. If you use a pen, that's a little bit harder. Depends on what feels nicer for you. So I'm just exploring, do I feel where the eraser is? Yes, I do. So now I'm going to put my head on the floor. And what I'm going to try to do is push that pen and push the eraser, push it into the ground. And by using as specific a force as possible. If this is really hard for you, what you will probably notice is something in the lines of this. So that you're going to use more muscles, you're going to maybe even use your legs or use your lower back or use your shoulders in order for you to increase the tension that's on that eraser here. That's okay if you start and this is really hard for you. And what you can do is every time you push it in, you're going to try to contract a smaller area. Yes, so from here, all I'm going to do, I'm going to push in and relax. Push in, relax. Push in, relax. So once I got that and I got the feeling on how to do that, I'm going to go to the second step of this exercise. So from here, I'm going to push it in, and then I'm going to visualize that I'm going to roll that and push that eraser up. So I'm going to push it that way. So I'm going to push in, and then I'm going to scoop it that way. I'm not actually going to move it, but that's the intention, that's the idea that I have behind this movement. So from here, I'm laying on it, pushing it in, and then I'm trying to push it up. And what that will do, that will give me a very specific contraction right about the segment that I want to have. Yes, so from here, push in, push up, and relax. So push in, push up, and relax. Push in, push up, and relax. So once you got that one, we can go a bit higher. So feel for it first. Feel where the eraser is. All right, found it. I'm going to push into it a little bit. Push. And also for me, it's just also finding out which muscles do I need to contract. The first ones I did, I felt my shoulder blades contracting a little bit. So then I'm just going to try to make that area and the muscles that I use smaller and more specific until I zoom in on the range that I want to be in. So that's where I need to be. Push in, push up, and relax. Push in, push up, and relax. Push in, push up, and relax. Yeah, and then we go even higher. And you will probably notice the higher you go, the harder it's going to become. And that's normal, everyone has that. And it's about that you try to find which area is the most hard to do and spend the most time in those areas. Because the areas you already know how to do it, that's easy. There's not a lot of gain to be had there. But oftentimes when you go towards the areas that you have the least control and the least awareness, that's where you can get the most gains. So I'm going to place it here, about there. I'm going to lay on it. I'm going to feel, where is it? right, that's where it is. That's where I'm going to push in. And once I found that, I can push in, push up, push in, push up, push in, push up, push in, push up. Yeah, you can go through that on all 12 levels of your thoracic spine. And it's just about an exploration on how to find and how to contract the muscles that are on the back right next to your spine, because that's where you want to feel it, and not use all the muscles that surround it. And if you can do this well, you will probably notice that you get less headaches, more shoulder freedom of motion, a more relaxed spine, so that a less stiff lower back, for example. You can run maybe even faster because you can extend a little bit more. You can breathe easier. So there are a lot of connections that are going into the spinal extension. So good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.